Question number 3, low carb diets. Are these healthy as long-term approaches to nutrition? Actually, she covered some of that, but here we go, Nicole. Here we go.
So again, not necessarily a fan of the diets, right? Because we are all unique. But when it comes to low carb limits the carbohydrates, right? So these are our grains, our starchy vegetables, our fruit even. And then it emphasizes foods that are high in protein and high in fat. So here's the thing, when we're restricting our carbohydrates, that means it's kind of like a scale. So if you take from one part, you have to increase the other, right? And what ends up happening oftentimes is that we'll end up gorging out on the grains, the pizza, the pasta, and then wonder why there's inflammation. And that's because you're trying to reach that point of satiety or feel full, and it's just not working because maybe you're not eating enough of the starchy vegetables or what have you. So I know the question was long-term approach to nutrition, not necessarily. Actually, research suggests that after about 12 to 24 months, there really isn't a difference. So if you're looking for like a short-term result, okay, sure. But long-term, not so much. Here's the thing, you always want to make sure you have balance and you want to eat in harmony. I have this thing where I say, like food is delightful. It's wonderful. And there's no reason why you can't eat the things you like. You just can't eat them all the time. You have to have balance, right? So I'm, with my clients, with my patients, I've never been a person that says, you can't ever have this, because guess what? We're like kids. If you tell us we can't have it, we're going to want it even more. Okay. So instead, you just create windows or pockets where you say, okay, you can have French fries if that's your jam, or you can have ice cream if that's your jam, but you look at the quality of that, you look at the quantity of that, and you say, okay, I'm not going to have a pint of ice cream, but I can have a scoop, right? I'm not going to have those, French fries from, I don't know, one of these fast food joints, but I can make my own. I can cut up some potatoes. We have this lovely thing called air fryers now, which are super cool. You can substitute for like sweet potatoes and have some sweet potato fries. So you find healthier options of some of those foods that are deemed as bad, which they aren't really bad foods per se, but you find healthier options for those, and you eat harmoniously as opposed to trying to go with a low carb, low fat, any of those lows or no's. Just remember, whatever you take from, you're going to have to increase somewhere else.